Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Michigan's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time, and they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got to show that.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that, a cornerback, that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
You keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The returner will field it and bring it back. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Kingsbury. He looks that one in nicely. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Off play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Yeah, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make those big plays. Ohio State did a year ago. Can this team handle the moment now against the new Michigan team?
Well, oftentimes in great rivalries like this, the game is going to go right down to the wire. And that loss last year, that really propelled Michigan this offseason. They did extra sprints. They spent extra time in the weight room. Fourth quarter, that was a major point of emphasis all offseason, getting ready for this one. They know they've got to dial in this one yet.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
And that pass intercepted. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
When you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State, and it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even happen.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh setting down, and continue to wear on this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it again. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To throw, it's Kingsbury. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. Offense set on 1st down. A quick pass to the left. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
He's not fooled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. As you can tell, the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for the pass.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Kingsbury. Skips away from pressure. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. That time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Unnecessary rough. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that can keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DM.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. goodness, he's still moving. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Completion to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense was not fooled. 3rd and 1 situation, everybody in the stadium expecting run. The offense trying to get a little cute, trying to take a shot, and it blows up in their face. Nice job by the defense.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They get to the line quickly. Back to the ground with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll put that
speak to defenses before they play this guy. They all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They go to the ground. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first hit back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your count?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs and leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took him right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make the...
And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. And if you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field. Make the defense play more concerned. And now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll leave it with him. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Kingsbury. Fires to the middle. He's got him wide open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, that would be a fun day.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips and deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this 1st down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. A little baseball slide action. We got a fresh head of pads.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. The lone back's got it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry up. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now is the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
To the air, it's Kingsbury. Using the quick game. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're going to throw it again. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Rivera. Pulled down for the tackle. Really nice job by this sophomore standing in the pocket and delivering the pass. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. You want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there.
Trying to get behind the defense. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the 2nd half here, it's all Buckeyes.
And you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Kingsbury. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And he intercepts it. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. They built a comfortable lead and tried to hang on for a Week 13 victory. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there. The defense puts an exclamation point.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, that's sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.